Hello, scumbag. Today, I want to explore the relationship between Darth Vader and Darth Sidious, and why I believe Darth Vader came back to the light, and how Sidious was able to control and keep a leash on him. So, no Rule 34 stuff, scumbags. Here is my ultimate Vader theory. I am 100% under the belief that Emperor Palpatine is the reason why Anakin Skywalker became a Sith Lord and strayed from the light. Yes, that is what happened, but why did it happen? Anakin's initial reason for not turning in Palpatine when he discovered he was a Sith was because he needed him to teach him a way to keep Padme from dying. Remember, Anakin saw that his wife would die in a dream. He foresaw it. That's interesting because that's the only time Anakin/Vader ever foresaw something. In fact, Vader mentions a few times that the Emperor has said, "Things are going like the Emperor has foreseen." Even Palpatine says, "Things are proceeding as I have foreseen." Why is this an important clue? Because it means that what Anakin saw was probably not a product of his Force skills, but rather a product of Darth Sidious's method of mind control. According to the Sith power list, Sith Lords like Palpatine have the power to create illusions and manipulate the mind of someone, especially through dreams. Well, I believe that's what happened to Anakin. Darth Sidious implanted the vision of Padme dying so he could exploit Anakin in a way Darth Sidious is in fact using the Sith way of the Jedi mind trick on Anakin. To be able to prove that Anakin was in fact being controlled by Palpatine, I want to go to two scenes. The first scene is where we first have Palpatine going all, no, and using his Force Lightning for the first time. Now, Force Lightning is in fact a Sith ability that only a few Sith can do. It is almost the ultimate offensive ability for Sith. As such, it requires the most power and the most focus. Well, I believe that as he was using his thunder to hold Mace Windu at bay, his influence over Anakin started to diminish. Palpatine did something we never saw again. He played the weak old man role as almost a way to gain sympathy. He even started saying that only he could save Padme, and more important, that he can't hold on anymore. I believe he was not lying, that he could not hold on anymore, and by using the lightning, his influence over Anakin diminished. Anakin was thrown into a moral dilemma, to which, of course, he made the wrong choice. To further prove that this is the case, I want to jump to the end of Episode 6. The scene in question is where we see Darth Sidious use the Force Lightning again. The scene where he's killing Luke. Well, trying to kill Luke. I believe that once again, Sidious's influence over Vader was diminished, and for the first time in a long time, Anakin re-emerged, or rather, he was able to think clearly. He saw what was happening, heard Luke pleading, like how Palpatine pleaded and made the moral decision to kill the Emperor, thus saving Luke. Even by Vader's dying words, he says that he wants to see Luke with his own eyes, and that he was right about him. Well, it seems that Vader is telling Luke that he was right. Anakin was in there all along. That without the Emperor to control him anymore, he can be himself, and that he's been saved. So to answer one obvious question, why does the Emperor even want Anakin? Well, aside from his smoldering good looks, as per Wikipedia, high-level Sith are able to siphon Force powers of others to enhance and prolong their life, so who not better than possibly the strongest Force user in the universe to have at your side as your personal buffet table? Alright, so surely someone like Darth Sidious would have planned for his Sith baby to rebel and kill him, right? I mean, he probably foresaw it. He foresees a lot of things. Well, maybe. But he gambled on this. And like any good gambler, if you want a desired outcome, you stack the deck, and I believe this is what Darth Sidious did in turning Anakin into Vader. So let's look at Darth Vader and his suit. First and foremost, Darth Vader is a pretty shitty cyborg. I mean, he is slow as molasses and just as easy to avoid. Outside his Force choke range, Vader can be easily outrun, so why would the Emperor approve or want him so slow when he can use the same technology that gave Darth Maul his prosthetic legs or build him new legs along the line of his fake hand? I mean, the technology is there, so why not use it? After all, Anakin Skywalker is a highly gifted warrior who has the ability to move around like a cat on meth, so why limit his movements to that of a drunk grandpa dance at a wedding? It's because Palpatine knew that if Vader ever returned to the light, his best chance to beat him was to outmaneuver him. After all, Darth Sidious has amazing fighting abilities and acrobatic moves, as seen with his fight with Yoda. He knows that when push comes to shove, having the speed on Vader would be his advantage. Now, why would Palpatine plan for this? Well, I can argue that he foresaw this and is taking steps to prevent this, but better yet, it's because it's the Sith way to kill their master. After all, Sidious killed his master Plagueis, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. He did have a reason to be paranoid too, because as Vader told Luke, "We can rule the galaxy together as father and son," which he could be implying his desire to kill old Palpatine if Luke joined him. After all, rule of two. Continuing on Vader's suit, let's take a look at the suit in more detail. The Wikipedia description it gives is a very detailed account of Vader's suit and its life support system and such. By the way, did you know Vader goes number 2? Well, he does. And now you can't get that image out of your head. It describes that in his dose of nutrients, Vader also gets an injection of a formula of Sith alchemy. So for those who don't know what Sith alchemy is, think, and it's just the name of the punk band version of the band in Tatooine. Let me give you the rundown. Sith alchemy was a technique perfected by the Sith to power their weapons and themselves, so it would make sense for Palpatine to roid up Vader. Now, in further study of Sith alchemy, to which, I clicked the link, that's further study, there was a byproduct of it known as Sith poison. Sith poison, again, awesome band name, is a formula that has the ability to keep Force-sensitive folks away from the light. So is it that far-fetched that Darth Sidious would slip in some Sith poison in his nutrients? Well, no. After all, he would know about Sith alchemy and Sith poison pretty well because it was perfected by none other than Darth Plagueis. And who was Darth Plagueis' apprentice? We all know. So there you have it. Darth Sidious was the one behind the dream that gave way for the opening to exploit Anakin. That he was controlling Vader, and is the reason why Vader is Vader. And it's not until the Emperor's powers are being focused elsewhere, i.e. lightning, that Vader was able to be free and think for himself. This has been a Fatty Fan Theory in association with Rebel Scum Podcast. Thanks for watching, folks, and let us know. What do you think? You think this whole Sith lightning business is all it's cracked up to be? You think it's really what opened up Vader's mind to temptation? Let us know. Chime in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to Fatty Fan Theories and Rebel Scum Podcast for more Star Wars theories galore. See you next time.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.